Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this gorgeous, it is March 15th. Hope you are enjoying your Friday morning. I say gorgeous. It might be a little bit rainy, soggy still a little bit out there. I think they kept taking the rain down. We'll see how much it turns out to be. But a beautiful Friday, March 15th. Every day is beautiful. Whenever the spring is in the air, you can just feel it. As this is our Take the Points show. It's all me today. The fellows couldn't be here today. You've got, let's see, I think Brian is out. Brian has a little bit too much workload, and I think this might be the last volleyball day for Lucas, but we'll keep an eye on those two fellows, and we'll get them back here when we can. I'll try to get them here next week for our big Take the Points NCAA tournament show. Oh, the bracket show, all the information you're going to need to fill out your brackets and make yourself a big winner. It's going to be a good time here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. As it's basketball season, folks. That's what we're talking about. It's the end of basketball season. College basketball's running out. You know how we kind of counted down the weeks painfully toward the end of a college football season. The same thing is happening now in basketball season, folks, and it's, what do? You've got to just basically grin, bear it, and move on down the road and try to, a better way to grin and bear it. We'll talk about maybe chances to win money. How about that? That makes good sense. What is going on in and around your area today on this beautiful Friday, March 15th? The Face Group up in Effingham, that is Fine Arts, County of Effingham. They are presenting Death Takes a Vacation all weekend long. That's going to be at the Ron Deal Center at Handle Mile Park up there in Effingham. You know where it is. So, someone said it was time for Face to do a murder mystery. They said, okay, we'll do it. Someone else said what the winter needs is a good comedy. Winter's almost over. It's over in about a week, less than a week. Actually, it's done on the 19th, but the play will be done by then too. So Face is going to give you both. The Face players bring you a murder mystery romp by James Dabb. The cast features, of course, Randy Ash is going to be there, along with Sarah Ruding, Kent Wolf, Hannah Jones, Michael Detweiler, Nancy Liss, Leslie Jenkins. You know them all. You've enjoyed them. That's great shows. Showtimes are going to be at 7:30 now on Friday and Saturday, and then at 2 o'clock on Sunday. Admission, they knocked a little bit off the price for this, since it's it's a little bit of a shorter show. So it's only $15 for a ticket to get into, and it's Death Takes a Vacation. It's an outstanding comedy. I believe it's been on Broadway for years and years. So get out there and enjoy that. What else is going on here on this Friday evening? Buckets and Boards. That's going to be at the Effingham Performance Center tonight. It's a hilarious, high-energy show, chock full of amazing percussion, ridiculous songs, spectacular tap dancing, inventive instrumentalization, and an incredible variety of musical talents. Matthew Livingston and Gareth Sever have handcrafted a fresh and unique comedy experience for the entire family. That's fun for the entire family to enjoy. Regarded as a must-see show for any evening out with the family, their unexpected comedy and upbeat personalities will keep you laughing and enjoying the show. Again, that's at the Effingham Performance Center tonight at 7 p.m. What else going on this weekend? Let's move on to Saturday, as some community events for Saturday at the Farina American Legion. This is a big one. From 6:30 a.m. It's their buffet breakfast. It's gonna be at 6:30, like I say, a benefit breakfast tomorrow morning at the Farina American Legion. The menu will be all you can eat: pancakes, eggs, sausage, biscuits and gravy, coffee, all you can want. Just really You can't ask for anything more. Orange juice, milk also. Donations will go to 4th of July fireworks. So it's a big deal. You don't want to miss the 4th of July fireworks. You might want to make sure there's plenty of cash. What else going on? A Boy Scout barbecue. This will be at the Church of the Nazarene in Flora tomorrow at noon. The Flora Boy Scouts will have their 44th, can you believe they've been doing that for 44 years? 44th annual Boy Scout barbecue on Saturday from noon to 5 at the Flora Church of the Nazarene. The menu now, barbecue, baked beans, slaw, and cake as well. And the cost is just $8. So go get your breakfast in Farina. Go to lunch at the Boy Scout barbecue. Tickets can be purchased from any Boy Scout or can also be purchased the day of the barbecue. So just show up. They'll help you out. They'll take care of you. All proceeds do go to help the local troop in preparation for summer camp and at Mount Rushmore. Summer camp at Mount Rushmore and at Yellowstone, where they're going to learn new skills. That's cool. The meal will also be served drive-through, so if you don't want to stop and talk to anybody, you don't have to. Just drive through, pick up a nice meal, and move on down the road. It's helping out. Again, that's at the Church of the Nazarene. How about up at East Acres? Well, I guess from Louisville, it's down at East Acres. The American Legion Easter egg hunt will go from, this is for kids ages 2 to 10. It's on Saturday the 16th at 1 o'clock at the East Acres, north of Flora on the north side of State Street, North State Street, approximately 5 miles. You know where it is, right by where the river comes around. Go approximately 5 miles, turn right on Trotting Drive, and left then on Starling Drive. Bring a bag and carry your candy. There will be prizes awarded. Now, if that gets rained out, keep your ear to the radio. You might be able to hear if that gets rained. I doubt it will. Rain's supposed to be out of the area Thursday night, this morning. So hopefully it won't get rained out. What else going on? The Spring Sing at the McCabe Lighthouse is set for tomorrow. This is going to be at 5 o'clock. The McCabe Lighthouse Ministry will have a Spring Sing at 5 o'clock. Like I said, for more information, call Dave Bonham at 618-676-7323. Again, that's at the McCabe Lighthouse. Sandoval Village Cemetery Chili Soup Dinner Fundraiser. This will be good. On Saturday, March 16th from 4 to 7. That's tomorrow. And it's at 132 East Commercial Avenue there in Sandoval, a little bit northwest. $8 for each meal, 2 for $15. Includes soup or chili, peanut butter sandwich, crackers, dessert. Dine-in includes a drink as well, water, tea, or lemonade. Drive-through is the back door of the Village Hall Community Center. Follow the signs starting at the west end backside of the building. So easy to find. And then you move toward the east. There's going to be a quilt raffle there, as well as a gun raffle. The gun raffle tickets are only $20 a piece. Now, the key here is, folks, they're only going to sell 100 tickets for the gun raffle. So you throw in a 20, you've got a great chance to win the Henry Golden Boy 22 rifle or a Glock 43X or $400 in cash. That is a ton of stuff. All proceeds go towards the cemetery maintenance as well as stone straightening. Of course, these old cemeteries, you get ground moving around them. You get you've got mowers bumping into stones, all kinds of stuff. Call the Village Hall if you have questions at 247-3845. What else? A wedding showcase. This is cool. Wedding showcase at the Tuscan Hills Winery on Saturday. Starts at 5 o'clock, goes till 8 p.m. It's only $5 to get in. Tuscan Hills Winery's first ever winery showcase, teamed up with Signature Weddings and Events, as well as with Rio's Mios Events, My River Events, for a one-of-a-kind gathering of wedding vendors in their uniquely romantic winery setting. Your $5 entry includes a Tuscan Hill wine tasting, as well as the opportunity to discover the good things these vendors have to offer for your special day. Now, if you're not married, or pardon me, if you're looking to get married, if you're thinking about this is really cool for both the bride and groom, as well as, parents of the bride, and you might want to go talk to folks and try to, keep the prices low. I don't know. It's been a long time since I got married, and I don't have any children, so I'm not paying for any weddings. So it's been a little while. Some of the folks that will be the vendors, they'll be offering stuff: signature weddings and events, Rios Mios events, as well as Goldie's Baking Company, the Central Illinois tents. Design Pro, Nuxall Photography, Wadded Up, Rosie Event Rentals, Behold Aesthetics and Wellness, as well as Flower Patch and Third Acre Florals. All kinds of stuff. Going to be an incredible evening for you. Give all that a shot. What else going on today? Ladies and gentlemen, March 15th, it is National Pears Helene Day. National Pears Helene falls on this date each year. I got to tell you, looking through this, I had no idea what Pears Helene was. This celebrates a food holiday about the delicious, smooth French dessert combining warm poached pears, vanilla ice cream, and chocolate sauce. You read that, I can get into Pears Helene Day. I like pear, a good pear. That might be a way to go right there. Pears Helene is a dessert made from pears poached in sugar syrup and served with vanilla ice cream, chocolate syrup, and crystallized violets. Look at those. I don't know if there's a crystallized violets. I don't see any crystallized violets in that one, but. I think I like that picture. That pear looks maybe a little bit better. Over time, let's see, how did it start? Around 1864, French chef Auguste Escoffier created the dessert in honor of the operetta La Belle Hélène by Jacques Offenbach. So there you have it. Crystallized violets. How about that? Apparently there are simple versions as well. More than 3,000 varieties of pears grown in the world. Where are most of the pears sold in the United States grown? Well, of course, Washington, Oregon, and Northern California. And pears are less allergenic than most other fruits. So there you have it. Pears Helene Day. Nice. Enjoy that. What else can you enjoy here on March 15th, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Everything You Think Is Wrong Day. March 15th celebrates this day, a day where decision-making should be avoided, as your thoughts are, according to the founder of this holiday, wrong. It's also a day created for people to realize that they are not always right. That's probably what it's mainly for. If you think you're always right, to kind of rethink that. Nobody is always right. That just doesn't happen. Where did this come from? Where did National Everything You Think Is Wrong Day? But I don't know. It was started years ago. Is there an Everything You Think Is Right Day? No, there isn't. But there is an Everything You Do Is Right Day. There's some of the things you might think is right is corned beef and cabbage only served on St. Patrick's Day. No, people serve corned beef and cabbage all the time. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. That's coming up Sunday. I enjoy it. I forgot to wear green today, but I'll probably wear a little bit of the green on Sunday. What else goes on March 15th? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ides of March, the 75th day of the year. The moon is waxing. The next full moon will be on March 25th, and it only makes sense. I was trying to figure out, do you have to have a new moon or a full moon or something? Can you see a moon when you have an eclipse? No, you cannot have a moon when you see an eclipse because you have the sun's reflection off the moon. So it has to be a new moon for you to have a solar eclipse, and on April 8th, that's the next new moon. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you see the picture there. That is our friend Julius Caesar. I don't know about that. Julius Caesar assassinated on the Ides of March. By the way, what does Ides mean? The word Ides is derived from the Latin word Edus, which refers to the middle day of any month in the ancient Roman calendar. Apparently, a soothsayer warned Caesar to be on his guards on the Ides, and the warning came a long time before the actual assassination, but then the day came. Caesar saw the soothsayer and told him, the Ides of March have come. You're wrong. I'm fine. No problem. And then he went to the Senate and he got killed. Spoiler alert. Yeah, sorry about that. But I had always thought that the Ides of March thing was something that Shakespeare made up, but apparently not. So beware the Ides of March. The Ides of March are here. So just take normal care. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? What do you want to see on television? College basketball. Continues. We're going to talk a bunch about college basketball here in a few minutes, but it's conference tournament week, the biggest weekend of the year, one of the biggest. Well, there's a bunch of them. One of the biggest weekends of the year, but a lot of fun. The all day long, the Big Ten all day today will be on channel 600. That's on the Big Ten network. 4 games, as well as SEC will be on ESPN, and then the SEC network tonight. ACC will be on ESPN this evening for their semifinals. Big 12 has their semifinals today as well, and I think that's on channel 638. And finally, the Big East semifinals tonight on Fox Sports 1, channel 610. Plenty of stuff. Preseason baseball. They're doing some spring breakout things. The prospect breakout is what the Major League Baseball is doing. They're trying to get the prospects out there in front of people. So if you're wanting to see baseball, it's going to be all prospects. And the Cardinals play the Marlins at 5. The Cubs play the White Sox at 3. Cubs are on NBC Sports Chicago as well as Marquee, so 2 channels. And Cardinals are on Valley. NHL hockey tonight, the Kings are in Chicago, and that is on NBC Sports Chicago, channel 643. I'm Bruce Dickey. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Be back right after this. Please do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey, folks. Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. This is our weekly Take the Points show. Of course, you know what that is. That's where we talk sports, and I hope you enjoy it and have a good time. As today, we're going to talk mainly college basketball, but we'll talk a little bit of high school basketball here over the next few minutes as the high school tournaments all wound down. Everybody's done. At least here in the state of Illinois, I think Indiana might be getting going next weekend. I think they're still having like regionals or something right now this weekend. But the state of Illinois is done with boys and girls high school basketball. They've moved on to baseball. Our baseball season, now we're going to start televising baseball on March 25th. Bruce, you say, what are you waiting on? We've got, they've already started playing baseball. The thing is, they start playing like 2 weeks before we start showing it. The reason we do that is because this first week or two of the season is when you have terrifically unpredictable weather. Now, today it's in the 70s, but it's a little bit rainy here in Rainbow Valley. But next week, temperatures zooming downwards, and outside with rain or potential wind. That's just not cool for cameras. So we wait till the weather becomes maybe a little bit more predictable in last week of March. So we're going to start March 25th, a full slate. I think we've got between March 25th and May 10th, 45 games, 43, 44 games that we'll bring to you here on this very station. But prior to that, you had basketball this weekend. Talked about it last week. Here's Class 1A. Meridian got beat in the final by Winchester. Winchester was the the West Central Co-op. That was Winchester, and that was a good team. They almost lost a couple of times on the way there. They had close games all the way through until the state championship game where Meridian just kind of ran out of gas. In that Hope Academy game on Thursday was a titanic battle for the Bobcats from Meridian, and they just kind of ran out of gas. So it was Winchester winning. Winchester had a couple of kids who down low. They had a couple of really good little guards. Good little forwards who had good post moves. Fun to watch. Also on early Saturday, Benton lost to Chicago Phillips. Now, Benton had a real nice win on Thursday over Byron after their tough win over T-Town on Tuesday in the Super Sectional. But Ben beat Byron on Thursday and then fell to Phillips in the championship game. Benton had problems. They had a player who scored 12 points a game get injured in the semifinal, and that makes life tremendously difficult in the final for Benton. How about the 3A and 4A? Here's 3A. It was Chicago DePaul College Prep, and the interesting thing about DePaul, they won Class 2A last year, and how the rules work. If you go to state in basketball, either first, second, third, or fourth place, you get, and you're a private school, Catholic school, you get moved up a class. Will they get moved up again? I think they probably will next year because now it's supposed to be a 2-year move. Now, maybe they won't get moved up, but DePaul is really good. They had 2 losses on the season. The 2 losses for DePaul were to the finalists in Class 4A. I'll show you that here in a second. But here again, the Class 3A. DePaul over the Caravan from Chicago, Mount Carmel. I thought Mount Zion had a chance against Mount Carmel, but boy, Mount Carmel just took care of the basketball. And then when Chicago, when Mount Carmel and DePaul met in the final, DePaul just, I tell you, they would get a 2-point lead, seemed like a 10-point lead. The way they controlled the ball, it wasn't like they went into voodoo or anything like that. They just took care of the basketball. You weren't getting turnovers. You were watching these guys run passes and get really, really good shots. Here's what that's DePaul Prep celebrating after getting their trophy. So congratulations to those fellas, Class 3A champs. They were Class 2A last year. And their only 2 losses this season to Normal Community and to Homewood Flossmoor. As Homewood Flossmoor, the champs, as they knocked off Normal Community by 12. Those 2 teams were really good and really talented. Here's a look at the 4A champs, Homewood Flossmoor, in the trophy presentation. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun to watch, I must admit. And I feel a little ashamed for not realizing this earlier. I'm 57 years old. I should have realized. But the thing is, I've been going, I've been going to basketball tournaments for the last 19, 20, 25 years. I've been going to the Big Ten tournament instead of going to the state tournament in either Peoria or Champaign. Because I used to go to Peoria and Champaign all the time. And the Class 1A and 2A, before they split, they seemed like occasionally the Class 1A would be able to play with the Class 2A back in the 80s once or twice. Now that they have all 4 classes going in the same weekend, as opposed to splitting them up like they had been, now that all 4 classes are going in the same weekend, one thing to me became abundantly clear this weekend, and no offense at all to any of the smaller schools or smaller classes, Class 1A or 2A. Those Class 3A and 4A teams are a different level when it comes to level of coaching, as well as the amount of talent that they can bring in and the level of players. I hadn't sat down and watched the Illinois State tournament for years, and boy, oh boy, it was a kind of a mind blower for me. I did not expect to see that level of play. I was watching Saturday night's championship game between Homewood Flossmoor and Normal Community. I have friends whose kids went to Normal Community. They didn't play there, but they went to school there. And they didn't really talk about how good their basketball was. I never really heard. That looked like a junior college ball game, though. Those 2 teams were taking care of the basketball. They were big. You had a big 6'10" kid on the, I think on Normal Community, and there were size 6'10", 6'8", 6'6", and talent. Oh, my goodness, those kids could play. Those youngsters could play some basketball. So I was astonished at the level of play, the level of difference. I guess it makes sense. I should have thought about it, should have realized it, but boy, oh boy, if you get the chance to watch that level of basketball more often, take it. That's why we show the entire Salem. That's why we show just about every Salem home game and the entire Salem tournament, because you don't get the chance to see that level of play in Southern Illinois, in this area, all that often. With Centralia and with Mount Vernon and East St. Louis in that Salem tournament, you had 3 3A champs, regional champions. So that's pretty doggone good, and that we're going to keep doing that. So, but yeah, a wonderful weekend of high school basketball. I think I got all four of my guesses wrong. Sorry. Good thing there's no gambling on that. Let's talk a little college basketball here when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Flora. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, Cole Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Don't you hate it? The maple season, I guess it's a good thing the rain has come through a little bit. Maybe it'll knock some of the maple blooms out of the trees. Maple blooms are still rolling, baby. And we're pretty soon going to get the whippoorwills as the maple blooms have fallen off, and the whippoorwill little devices are growing right now, and then they'll be popping off here in a few days, and we'll just continue to be unable to breathe. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. I didn't mean to labor you with my problems. It is a wonderful Friday morning. It is there is question as to whether Thursday of championship of basketball week or Friday of conference basketball championship week are the most fun betting days of the year, because. Now, granted, you would think, now, Bruce, that makes no sense. You've got all the games on Thursday and Friday of the NCAA tournament. Now, that's true. Don't get me wrong. I love the NCAA tournament more than life itself. It's wonderful. But there are more games played on Thursday and Friday of the conference tournament championship weekend. 54 games, I think, on Thursday, and I think 48 games, maybe not quite, maybe about 40 games on Friday. And it's in conferences. So if you have taken the time to pay attention all season long to a particular conference, you might have a little bit better handle on who to bet on or how to bet a particular game when it's apples to apples and oranges to oranges and pears to pears. You may know a little bit more about that the next Thursday or Friday when you've got somebody that's really good, but you may not have seen play much, like McNeese State at a number 12 playing maybe a number 5 like who knows who? South Carolina. And when McNeese State upsets South Carolina, you might not realize it's coming or something like that. I'm just giving you that to bring in what I like to show you each week. Now, I took these on this week. This were the teams still remaining as of Wednesday morning. So they are, some of these teams have been eliminated, including Minnesota. Minnesota finishes the year at 24-8. They lost on Wednesday night. South Carolina playing on Thursday afternoon. They were in a dogfight. I didn't get to see who won that game before we got into here. That was the best ATS on the season. How about the worst? Now, these teams, Michigan and Missouri, were both eliminated on Wednesday night. I tell you what, Missouri finished their season. Now, granted, I know some Missouri fans. I know one or two Missouri fans, and they still are. They consider me a friend. Although I am just the worst person. I don't like Missouri basketball. You may have recognized that in watching this show. It's been such fun watching Missouri play poorly. But the thing is, you shouldn't bet based on your heart. How many times have all of us said that? Try to be disciplined. Try to bet based on maybe a system you have or something like that, which leads me to Missouri's loss on Wednesday night. Playing Georgia on Wednesday night in the SEC tournament. Missouri was eliminated. I bet on Georgia, and I was lucky. Georgia won the game. Why do you say you were lucky, Bruce? Well, Missouri had a 7-point lead. I had Georgia minus 2.5. Georgia had to win by 3 for me to win. Only Missouri could help me out this way. This is how bad a year it was for Missouri. Missouri is cruising along 59-52 with like 2.5 minutes to play. Georgia turns around and scores the next 12 points in a row. Shuts Missouri out for the rest of the game, and they beat them. They were ahead. With no time left. They got fouled with like 2 seconds to go to hit the last 2 free throws to win by 5. But they had gone from down 7 to up 3. And I had won the bet. It was just an astonishing thing. They went on a 12-0 run, and that basically tells you all you need to know about Missouri. DePaul, I feel bad for DePaul. They lost they got eliminated on Wednesday night as well, but they got beat by a 3-point shot with like 8 seconds to go, and they covered. At least DePaul was like a 15-point dog to Villanova, so DePaul covered. So congratulations, DePaul. Keep looking for your new coach. That's one of the other things going on this weekend, from the last weekend to this weekend. Numerous coach firings in our area. SIU looking for a coach now. St. Louis University looking for a coach now. Vanderbilt fired Jerry Stackhouse on Thursday afternoon. So it's all kinds of things going on. Best teams to the over. Look there, Illinois has made it because they just keep scoring in the 80s and 90s over the last month. Alabama, Arkansas, Kentucky, that SEC is such fun to watch, and those teams just get out and score. That's a good time. How about the under? I think Duquesne got eliminated on Thursday afternoon. You've got Rutgers got eliminated Wednesday night. So actually, the thing is it's good for those of us who gamble to bet on the unders if you're going to be consistently there. But if you're consistently in the under, you're probably not winning a ton of games. Let's talk about a few conference tournaments, and let's start with the Big Ten. What do you say? The Big Ten Conference Tournament did start Wednesday, and as of this show taping, I'm shooting this on Thursday afternoon. Maryland beat Rutgers, and Michigan and Penn Penn State beat Michigan. Then on Thursday morning, Michigan State beat Minnesota, knocked them out, and Wisconsin just drilled Maryland. So on Friday, it'll be Purdue versus Michigan State, Northwestern versus Wisconsin. Illinois gets the winner of Iowa and Ohio State, and Nebraska gets the winner of Indiana and Penn State. So the question is, I made predictions last week, right, on the high school basketball. Probably shouldn't have. Didn't do that well. I'm going to do it again because I'm a glutton for punishment, and that's the entertainment of the show. Well, you wouldn't be here if you didn't want to see somebody try to sound smart but look stupid in the end. I mean, it's fun for everybody, isn't it? I think so. So I'm going to make a prediction here. I don't think Purdue wins. I think in watching Michigan State and Wisconsin and Northwest, I don't think Purdue gets to the final. I think they're going to get beat, and I think on the top side you're going to have Wisconsin come out. They look like they really put it all together, and they looked good. So I'm going to have Wisconsin coming out of that top side. I'm going to have from the bottom side, Nebraska is going to. That's the thing, Bruce. You're really not picking Nebraska, are you? No, I'm not going to. Who's kidding? They were they only won 4 games outside of Nebraska, so I'm not going to pick Nebraska. That'd be silly. I'm just not going to. I'm not crazy. At least I hope I'm not crazy. But you take a look at that. I'd love to say Illinois is going to win it, but I don't think they care that much. And Ohio State is hot. Indiana is hot. I'm going to pick Indiana come out of the bottom with an Indiana-Wisconsin, number 6 Indiana versus number 5 Wisconsin in the final. And let's give Mike Woodson a clap on the back. We're going to give Indiana the championship. Khalil Ware is playing out of this world right now for Indiana. So let's give it to Indiana. Let's take a look at one more, and then we'll take a quick break. Take a look at the Big East, as it is UConn just drilled Xavier on Thursday afternoon, and Seton Hall St. John's playing as I'm doing this game. I'll take a look, see if I have a score on that. And then you have Creighton versus Villanova. Villanova, like I said, almost got beat by DePaul. I think Creighton crushes Villanova. Villanova's going down into that Marquette game. Marquette is hurt. Villanova's going to beat Marquette. Creighton is going to beat Providence, so it's going to be Creighton knocking off Villanova in the semifinals. Let's put Creighton in the final against UConn. I'm going to get UConn all the way to the final. UConn-Creighton meeting for the 3rd time this year. The rubber match, let's give this one to UConn, as Creighton drilled UConn by 20 the last time, but UConn's playing really good. And Danny Hurley is an outstanding coach, and he'll make his kids want to play. We'll be right back after this, and we're going to talk a little bit more college hoops. I got 2 or 3 more conferences to talk about. Back in a sec. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're talking a little college basketball still. We'll get to the NBA maybe here in a second. There's some NFL stuff going on too, but there's this, NFL is 7 months away. And they're still talking about it all the time. I guess that's that gets viewers. So I know that's not what you want to see. You want to see what's going on now. What's going on now, ladies and gentlemen, is the Big 12 Conference Tournament. This started on Tuesday. On the quarterfinals on Thursday, Houston was all over TCU, I believe. And it was, then you had Texas Tech versus BYU. And let me see if I can find some scores from that, because this is a and then Kansas. The interesting thing is Kansas State versus Iowa State tonight. Kansas State and Iowa State are. Well, Kansas State comes in fired up, playing in Kansas City, about an hour and a half from Manhattan, Kansas. And then you have the number 6 Kansas Jayhawks beaten on Wednesday night by Cincinnati. So the Jayhawks are out of it. They were hurt. They're going to go into the tournament at like a number 6 seed. And you might be thinking, man, this 6 seed Kansas is good. We could play. I could pick them as a 6 seed. Kansas is hurt right now. Kansas, if they put it together in a week and then win a couple of games, make to the Sweet 16, Bill Self is a better coach than I thought he was, and he's already about as good a coach as you can think he is. But the Big 12 taking place over in Kansas City, and it was, let's see, how bad did Houston win that game? I'm on the wrong date. Well, I can't find it real quickly. There it is. Houston beat TCU 60-45. Houston just plays defense. I'm going to pick Houston to go on ahead and win this tournament, because I think Houston comes out on the top half of the bracket, and I do think that Iowa State. No, I'm gonna take Kansas State to beat Iowa State. I'm gonna take Baylor to beat Kansas State. Baylor's a good tournament team. They're gonna get beat by Houston. So Houston's gonna be the number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. They're gonna win their tournament. Houston is flying high right now, folks. They are gonna be the number 1 seed going into the NCAA tournament. Just about guaranteed. Take a look at what a couple of other conference tournaments taking place today. And this weekend, North Carolina already won on Thursday. Pittsburgh was leading Wake Forest. And then you have Duke versus, I believe, NC State beat Syracuse on Thursday night. And Boston College, all the way from the outset, taking on Virginia. This basically sets up for a North Carolina-Duke championship game. Third time they'll have played this year. I believe Carolina is 2-0. Didn't Carolina win at Duke as well as at home? Carolina's a good team, and Duke's a good team too. Who's kidding? I'm not going to say either one of those teams stink, but I realize I'm going a little bit more chalk here than I did on the other ones. Yeah, Carolina versus Duke in the final on Saturday afternoon will be a good one. Duke will win it. I think Carolina's Carolina's trying to play for a number 1 seed. That's true, but do the kids really realize how much that's worth, or if that's worth anything versus the top 2 seed versus the number 1 seed. I mean, it really doesn't matter all that much. I think Duke wants revenge. I think Duke wants revenge in that one. So I believe I'm going to pick Duke all the way out, and then we'll move into the SEC tournament. Finishes up on Sunday. I was talking about the SEC a little bit ago. The Tennessee Volunteers, the Kentucky Wildcats, and the Alabama Crimson Tide, those teams score like crazy. They are just the highest scoring teams, some of the probably top 10 highest scoring teams in college basketball. And for that matter, there are 5 different teams in this conference that are 13-5 or better. That's insane, folks. With Florida, also, and South Carolina at 13-5. So this is such a loaded tournament. They sold out the Bridgestone down there in Nashville. They used to call it Bridgestone. What do they call that now? I think it says there, doesn't it? Yeah, Bridgestone Arena. That has been sold out. It's going to be the Orange people from Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee's going to make it. I think Tennessee's going to lose. Tennessee is Dalton Connect is the stud duck running the Tennessee Volunteers show. He is fun to watch. A transfer from Northern Idaho or something like that, and he is really, really, really good. But if he has an off night, it's going to be very difficult for Tennessee to win. So, and Kentucky is playing like a house of fire right now. Auburn playing pretty good. They're all playing. All these top 5, 6 teams are playing really well right now, and it's a fool's errand, ladies and gentlemen, to try to pick one of these teams. That's what I'm here for. So let's go with Auburn coming out of the top bracket. I think the orange on the orange. I think Auburn beats Tennessee in the semis on Saturday, because Auburn's going to have an easier time with South Carolina on Friday. And then coming out of the bottom, who knows? Kentucky and Alabama have had some wars. They've had some wars this year. I'm going to go with Kentucky coming out of the bottom because of the way Reed Shepherd is playing. So I have a Kentucky-Auburn final. Go blue. I'm going to say go Kentucky. I think Kentucky wins it. Kentucky wins the SEC again. Congratulations and good luck to all of you. It's a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy the college basketball. We're going to come back, hit the right button. Talk a little bit of NBA, maybe a little hockey as well when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. Back after these.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory at Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Pardon me. I was just looking at some of the scores from earlier today. Out west, there were a lot of folks thinking the USC were going to have a chance against the Arizona Wildcats because they played them real well about a week ago. Yeah, Arizona beats them by 25 today. Arizona is not a team to be trifled with. To make that 21 points, 70-49. Arizona brings the defense, and keep them in mind when you're filling out your bracket. Again, next week we'll have the big bracket show, and hopefully get everybody all lined up and set up and ready to go for the NCAA tournament. Starts in earnest on Thursday, but it starts actually in Dayton on Tuesday. So yeah, that's all coming up. Let's just wrap up with a little bit of NBA talk and a little bit of hockey talk. Eastern Conference of the end of the National Basketball Association, Boston. Look at that, a 9.5 game lead. They are playing so well right now. Everybody's basically just playing for second place or to try to stay out of the tournament, the play-in tournament. The Pacers are close. The Sixers and Pacers are really struggling down there to try to avoid that seventh spot. And there's still, what do you have here? Still about 15 games left in the season when you look at it. As Pacers have played 67 games and they play 81, 82, 81, 82. Yeah, 82. So looks like, though, the top set, unless Brooklyn really kind of turns it around here at the end, it looks like the play-in tournament might be starting to get set in the East. How about in the West? Kind of the teams are all set as well, but they're just kind of juggling for position to see who gets to play where and to win. As you see the Suns and Mavericks and Lakers and Warriors all trying to mess around that 7th through 10 spot. The Nuggets and Oklahoma City playing really well. Minnesota still just a game back, but Minnesota's got injuries they're going to have to deal with. I believe Karl Anthony Towns got hurt the other day, and things are getting a little feisty in Minneapolis. They're not all that happy right now. Then you've got the Clippers that have been just zooming up. There's the team maybe to watch for, ladies and gentlemen, in the West is the LA Clippers. They've got a healthy Kawhi Leonard, and it may be time for Kawhi to make just one last run. Kawhi wants to get himself another title, I'm betting. He's already brought titles to San Antonio and to Toronto, and he'd love to get himself one in Los Angeles. How about the hockey, ladies and gentlemen? It's getting a little ugly toward the bottom of toward the wild card. Of course, you know hockey, the top three teams for each division advance the playoffs, and then the top two teams in aren't the top three, the top two wild card teams. Right now in the East, it would be Tampa Bay and either Detroit or New York, depending on how things work out over the next 15 games. And same story out west. Blues got their work cut out for them. The Blues are 71 points, and they would need to be up to 77 to have a chance to get into the playoffs. As Vegas is at 77, and Nashville is at 80. So they need to get ahead of one of those two teams with only 15 games to go. That might be a little bit of a sticky wicket for the Blues. But the thing is, what are the Blues doing right now? They I don't know. I mean, are they going to go for the playoffs? So they trade deadlines passed. They really didn't do much. So it's just, I don't know what the Blues are wanting to do, and I'm not sure the Blues know what they're wanting to do. They keep telling you they're trying to play hard, but it's like the kid. It's like a kid on training wheels, and somebody holds up the back of the bike. He just keeps spinning, and he's not going anywhere. That's just kind of what it seems like this end of the Blues season has looked like. They keep playing hard, seemingly, some of them, but that's tough. It is, again, enjoy college basketball weekend of the championship, conference championship weekend. It's one of the best times of the year of a month filled with just incredibly fun weekends. This is one of them. Thank you so much for tuning in today to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend.